Hey there, Dave Gardner here, and in this video we're going to talk about how to use the Now Lifestyle platform and actually get your affiliate links to promote Now Lifestyle and how to do tracking with our 2.0 Now Lifestyle platform of marketing tools. And so once you've logged in, what you want to do is go to the Reseller Center and click that to get the drop down, and then you're going to go down to the Now Lifestyle promo links. Once you are there, depending on when you are seeing this video, when I'm filming it, there's going to be at least 2 links that are available and 2 pages that we can promote. But over the course of time, you're going to have an opportunity to do even more. Now, what you can also do is actually just go into this section here at the Now Lifestyle membership area, and there is a video that I created that shows you how to do this same process. Okay, so that is there for future reference as well. But what we have right now, we have a page with a capture ability to collect an email, and then we also have a sales page to go direct there. So notice it says the leads are found in the lead capture system, the early bird campaign. So I'm just going to open up the lead capture system in a new tab, and just as an FYI, I am a grandfathered member of Now Lifestyle. I've been in it since the beginning, since day one. And so the original Now Lifestyle plan did have some other things in there. So your member area might look a little bit different from mine with, for example, I have a health and wellness tab. I have this thing called SendChart, which is the email autoresponder as an independent product, LipoX. Okay, so in case you're just wondering, that's why you might not be seeing those, because it is stuff that is grandfathered in from before. So we're focusing on, Now Lifestyle 2.0 and, how you would access those. So in that new tab, we opened up the lead capture system. And if I open up and click on the campaigns, or even just close this video, I'll see some of the campaigns there. And we have the one called Early Bird List. So I'm just going to refresh, go down to the bottom, Early Bird List. Okay, I've just started to test some of that, so I only have like 7 leads in it. And so if we click on List, the regular stats will have sends, open, so on and so forth. If we click on the list, though, we'll actually get basically some consolidated details, subscribers, how many unsubscribed and pending. And so at the very bottom, I have 7. I just started to test this one out a little bit. The new one that's coming after May 2020 is the work from home. And so that's to be looking forward to. And so that's where you would find those, basically those values when you're talking about this here, where your leads are found. And then you would also go in your lead capture system, you would go into message, and you would follow up with those people inside that campaign. So anytime you're going to do something in the messages, make sure you choose the right campaign. Now the campaigns are listed alphabetical. So notice A, C, E, F, L, N, all the way, down the bottom to W. So they're listed alphabetical here, but on the previous page, they were listed in the order in which they were added to the system. So that's why early bird list and work from home were at the very bottom, but notice early bird list is at the top, work from home at the bottom, because again, it's alphabetical. So again, I don't want to teach you how to use the lead capture system. You can look elsewhere on my website or in the member area to find out exactly how to use step-by-step in the member area, or the lead capture system. Sorry. So we can collect a lead here, and then we can constantly follow up. Or if we have leads already, we can send them direct to the actual sales page. Now, if you have someone that's already a lead, there's no need to get them to opt in twice. Okay, unless you totally want to get them segregated to a different program. If they were on a different list and you want to try to focus them just on one list, and also have the benefit of Joel and the company Now Lifestyle following up with them, then collect that lead. Okay, use that and collect that lead. So all we need to do to get the link is just click on the image, and then we can scroll down. There's details. I'll let you read that on your own time. But it shows you the actual funnel. We're going to have the capture page, which we were just seeing a preview of. They're going to opt in. After they opt in, they're going to get an offer. They're going to see a video of Joel and our our marketing and our visionary leaders, Nick and Kyle, and they're going to see details about the products, and they're going to see the packages that are available, and they have the opportunity to join. Then they have an upsell to join and become a reseller, so they can actually promote and earn commissions on the products as well. And then finally, an inside extra training, Now Academy NLS Professional, which is inside the member area. Now, all you need to do is scroll to the bottom, and at the very bottom is your actual link. So all you would do is just copy the link, highlight it, and then right click and copy, or you can Control V or excuse me, Control C, and then when we get to the page. So for example, if I open up a new tab, I'm just gonna do Control V and it pastes it there. And once I click enter, I'm gonna be brought to that page. Now the key thing is we have to make sure we have this, this question ID equals and then your username at the very end. That would be the difference. Everything else would be the beginning, or the beginning would be the same for all members. And so if you're doing a lot of traffic, let's say you're doing a solo ad with Bob, and you're doing a solo ad with Tom, and you're doing a solo ad with Steve. So, and all of a sudden you get all these leads coming in, you might not know which leads are coming if you've done the traffic all at the same time. And so there's actually a built-in tracker. And I'm only going to focus just on the top part. It gets more advanced if you use the other ones as far as sub IDs. Really, it's just other extensions. But all you need to do, and you can look and see that I have these 5 that are here, okay? Notice there's no Facebook here. And so I'm going to create a tracking link, and it will open up into this like new little tab window that pops up. And I'm just going to do Facebook post. Now, what I want to know, and what I want you to focus on, and what you should know, excuse me, is this tracking link right now is the original one. But once I add this tracker up here, the sub ID, once I click anywhere outside of this box, notice it's going to join and it's going to have a tracking link at the very end. So notice there's the original part right here up to the username. And then we have and tracker equals Facebook post. So what you need to do in order to get that to actually work so you can actually get tracking, you need to actually click on that button and it will open it up in a new window. So if we go back, notice it kind of disappeared. It opens it up in a new window. So there's my original link with my username. And then at the very end, after that, now from this point forward, I have the and tracker equals Facebook post. So what I want to do, I'm going to actually highlight it and copy it. And I'm going to open up a different browser. And we're going to paste that browser because I want to be able to have a click or two. And I'll make sure I don't paste it twice. We're going to get rid of that. And I'm going to paste it in there. And so when I click enter, it's going to go to the same exact page that we saw before, but now it has this tracking link. So now I know that maybe it was from a Facebook post. If you want to get very specific, you could add more details to the Facebook post, or you could add the date. Again, if you were doing it to solo ad Bob or solo ad Tom or solo ad Steve, you would do, you could do something like solo ad Steve, and then you could write the date on it so you know when and where that traffic is being delivered. And so when we go back to our original stats, what I can do, if I look at this, just scrolling down a little bit farther, I can see my stats for that campaign. And if I search that for this website, for this domain, earlybirdlist.com, and then we got the hidden, so on and so forth. Notice I have a few clicks over the last few days, but notice again, these are old ones. I only want to focus on the one that I just created. So I'm actually going to refresh this because right now, oh, there it is right there. Notice, let's focus on just today. So if we click on just the Facebook post, notice it grayed out, it refreshed. Notice it's now linked here. I see my Facebook post at the bottom, and I'm going to click it. So now it will only track the Facebook post. And now we only have 2 visits. So I had the first visit when I clicked to create it, and I had the second visit when I went to actually do it on another page. Now, one of the cool things is you can then go and you can see how many leads you're getting from those traffic that's linked to that actual tracker. Okay, super cool. If someone decides over time to upgrade, maybe you'll see the information and details that they became a sale for you, and maybe how much money was earned off of that, and you can calculate again your earnings per click. You'll also be able to see traffic statistics. Okay, so we have different things that go over, and so if we go back and I check a different one, so for example, this was one that I was testing out a little bit earlier. So we have a different tracker, Traffic Authority. It's a place where it's one of those recommended solo ad and traffic providers that I have on the marketing tips page. So make sure you check that out. They have pretty high quality traffic. And so when we search that, we're going to see some different numbers. And so I need to go back. Let's see, nothing showed up, no data found. So that was actually done in April 2020. So we're going to search it with April, and we're going to get those results. So I just did a small test. I just ran some clicks. Okay. And so one of the things I want to point out, notice the numbers. Okay. 22 and 2. Okay. If you are going to promote this page, just take a look at it. Let's actually break it down for a minute here. It says join the early bird list to secure your top position for the pre-launch of our brand new all-in-one hybrid marketing platform. Everything you need to generate more traffic, leads, and sales all in one place. Yes, add me to the early bird list. Now, if you have been involved in marketing for any length of time, you know that a solo ad is a lot better when there's a lot more hype involved, when there's a lot more promise involved. You know, how much you can make, earn, 2K in a month, or, earn money on autopilot, so on and so forth. So those basically present a lot more curiosity, and more people are going to maybe give their email to do that. Now, something like this is not great for a solo ad, okay? I would not recommend doing this on solo ad, but again, just like all traffic, it all comes down to testing. If you have a relationship with the person, maybe the person running the solo ad can phrase the solo ad a little bit better so that you might actually get a higher opt-in rate. Okay, I found that it wasn't a very good opt-in rate. I will test, and I'll probably be creating and doing other pages later. The work from home one should be a little bit geared more towards the ability to get time freedom and to earn money and financial happiness or increases. Okay, a little more hype. And so that's what really you need to look for when you're dealing with something that's going to opt in for a business opportunity. Okay, something to consider and keep looking at. So I want to go back to the list. Let's say, for example, they've already opted in. They opted into any list. It could be a list in your digital products if you're using the digital products and created your own email campaign in the email autoresponder, which is different from the lead capture system. You could then, in both cases, whether it's lead capture system or the email autoresponder, you could do this one and share this link instead. And so the process is the same. You click on the image, you scroll to the bottom, and you click on the link. Notice this one, nowlifestyle.com/earlybird. So it's related to the early bird. But then again, we have the question ID equals in our username. If I want to add a tracker, I can do that. So if you are selling in emails, and in your email, let's say you have a 10-day autoresponder series, and on day one, you introduce yourself and you say, hey, as a reminder, you opted in yesterday. I want to remind you of the offer in case you didn't check it. And then bam, you put your link in there. You might create a tracker that says, email day one, or, early bird email day one. And then the next day, maybe another tracker, early bird email day two. Then you can start to track maybe where those sales are coming from. Are people buying on day one? Are they buying on day two? Are they buying on day three? Are they buying on day 50? Okay. I'm not saying you have to create 50 trackers, but that's the potential that you have with this tracking. Now, I don't ever go beyond that, but you can create other additional details. So for example, if we create a tracker, and so, I'm going to close that out for a second. Let me just refresh this page to make sure that doesn't pop up. And so when we create a tracker, we'll get back in there. And when we create a tracker, so for example, early bird, we got email day one. And so we can actually add other things in there. If I add sub IDs, notice again, that became email day one, but then I could say, maybe I guess I added a little more detail, but that, maybe we could say, whatever, third paragraph. Maybe you have a link in the first paragraph and you have a link in the third paragraph, and you really want to get into analytics. If I click out of there, notice it adds even more code at the very bottom. So we have the early bird. I'm going to see if I can scroll this a little bit. Actually, I just lost it. I just lost that. Hold on. Let's try that again here. Maybe. Oh, okay, good. Brought us right back. So notice I have two things here: early bird email day one and third paragraph. Notice down here, early bird email day one and then third paragraph. I can do second line. Notice once I click out of this box, this is going to add in here. So second line. So you can really get down to focus on where those things are coming from and really, get down to the nitty gritty of where things are happening inside your tracking. Again, I typically don't do that. I usually just go with the one, and that's usually enough for what I need to do. But if you want to go more advanced, you do have the ability to do that and to pull that tracking. So again, that is a pretty quick overview of how you find your affiliate links and how you get your ability to track. And so again, keep coming back to this, because over time, and make sure you open up your emails from Joel, because he will let us know when new capture pages are created. Now, if you again are going to send someone, let's say you have someone and you're communicating and you want to be able to get them in an automated follow-up and you want Joel to be able to contact them, I would recommend sending someone. Again, this is for a warm market, doing that early bird funnel, so you can email them and Joel follows up. And then you can also email them on other products too, should that be the case, okay? Or maybe other things you're affiliated with. If you want to do a sales page and direct to where they're going to buy and join, this is the link you're going to get. So hopefully you found value in that. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. I'll be glad to help you out as best I can. Again, this has been Dave Gardner, and I look forward to seeing your successes with Now Lifestyle.